Yo, what's going on? Just want to give you a little update on some of the new shit that I got. The little shotgun talks, some stuff I found out that's pretty useful for home defense, that's for sure. The first thing I want to show is my new optic for my little AK. It's called a Sparc II. Now, if you want a good optic, red dot, for your rifle or whatever, and you don't want to spend a lot of money, and you don't have aim point money, you don't have EOTech money. I have an EOTech and I have an aim point, but I can't afford to put them on every gun I have. Okay, this Sparc II from Vortex really got fantastic reviews by other gun channels I respect and I trust their word from certain guys. And they really talk highly about it, and for the money, if it's what they say, then this is a huge win. I love this AK. I can shoot it very accurately, you know, when it's lined up right. The problem with this AK is when you line up the front sight with the rear sight, it's really hard to find. So if you ever notice in my shooting videos, when I'm shooting, you'll see me bring it up, and then I start kind of doing this, and I'm doing this. That's because I'm trying to find the front sight. It's very frustrating, okay? Now, in a self-defense situation, which I would never use this where I live, but, you know, if someday I had to, for some kind of maybe craziness is going on, the quick acquisition is not there, but with this beautiful Sparc II Vortex, will make it possible. I got to sight it in. I'm going to sight it in today. It comes with a spacer. It comes with a riser in case you have, you know, a high front sight and you have to get over it. But the way this AK is set up, I think it's going to work with the lowest mount it has, which is right there. It's right up against the Picatinny rail, as low as it can be. That's what I like. And it's still higher than the front sight, so it should be okay. We'll find out. So, you know, you buy an aim point, they're like between $400 and up. EOTechs are $400 and up. This is $199. I got this at Cabela's, the one in Delaware, because there's no taxes, so it was $199. And that was it. So did pretty good. If I ordered on the internet, probably would have paid shipping and all that. A few things about it. I'm not an optic expert, but the Sparcs II. Now there's a Sparcs I. The Sparcs II give you these very aim point like lens covers, which I love lens covers. They're staying on there, and of course they're spring activated. So you just put them up. You can get a kill flash for it, which I might. I'm very happy with that on my my Colt. My aim point on my Colt has a kill flash. You can't beat this though for $199. I will say this: when you hold it up, the quality of the dot and the crispness of the dot is equally to the aim point. I'm not going to say this is constructed as heavy duty as an aim point, but it's probably the best built optic for $199 you can buy. And there's some torture test reviews on this, and go check them out on other channels. You will see it. Takes a battery. It's not too hard to get. It's the CR2032 battery. It's that real flat little battery, and you get 2 batteries with it. That's nice that they do that. But the thing that I love is when I look through it, I feel like I'm looking right through my aim point. It looks just like it. I love it. You got your settings here. You got these switches here. One up, one down. Up is brighter, down is lower. To turn it off, to turn it on, you just push once and it comes on. To turn it off, you push it and hold it for like 5 seconds and it goes off. So very similar to an EOTech, but you don't have to hold both of them. You hold one. I love the construction of it. It gives you that aim point EOTech feel. Everything is thick and rubber. It's not plasticky and feels like dog shit. It feels like it's mil-spec, like military grade. And damn it, that's the best feeling, ain't it, guys? Especially when you're buying shit, spending a lot of money. So I do have this sighted in perfectly, but if I can get this sighted in perfectly, I'll be much more effective with the red dot, definitely. And it looks nice on the gun, too. Doesn't look goofy. They do sell a drilled and tap Picatinny rail kit that goes right here. And what you do is you drill and you tap and you mount the rail on there, and then you can move this back to here. Just way it'll kind of balance the weight. It won't be so front heavy. But I'm not sure I want to do that. I'm just going to leave it like this for a while and we'll see what happens. Okay? So I just wanted to show that. It's very beautiful. It's made awesome. I don't like this silver shit on here. It kind of, I just don't like it. It makes it look cheap. So I'm going to black that out. I don't like shiny silver stuff on things. It makes it look like it's, you know, I just don't like it. I don't like the way that looks. So I'm going to probably either door coat that or black it out somehow. You notice the, if you ever noticed, like military grade equipment, it doesn't have a lot of bright writing on it. And these companies that make this stuff, they need to take notice of that. Because the more you make it look like that, the more people want to buy it. Because it's very tactical. That is not tactical with that shiny emblem on there like that. But, you know, what are you going to do? I don't like that. So, look at it this side, it's all nice and black looking. It looks awesome. This gun is running fantastic. As you can see, I have the Bulgarian Circle 10 mag in there. And man, they really went up in price. I was going to order another one. They were $29.95. Now they're $45 plus shipping. So now you're paying over $50 for a mag. But the Bulgarian Circle 10 mags, I'm telling you, man, they're easy to load. They never fail you, and they're constructed heavy, and I love it. And all the clips are steel, and it has a steel skeleton in there. Magpul second generation AK mags are supposed to come out with a polymer mag with a steel skeleton and the clips like the Bulgarian, but I swear by these. I will stick by these. Also, I bought, I'll show you the box that the Sparc II comes in. Looks like this. Got this at Cabela's. They had two. Me and my buddy got the last two. We got lucky. So there's the riser. If you really need a riser, if you got that A front sight on some of your ARs, and it gives you that aim point, just that dot in the middle, without the circle around it. All the specs are here. I read some of them to you. I tried anyway because I'm a goofball. Has a hard anodized matte black finish. All right. Ultimate eye relief. So I don't know what this shit means. Put it this way, it's fucking good. Okay, for $200, it's real good. Okay. I also got in the mail my new Hogue grip for my Century 39 AK because the grip on there sucks ass and it feels like a what's it feel like? I hate the way it feels. It's so square. It feels like a 1x2. That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like it's made for the human hand, put it that way. So I swear by these beautiful rubber Hogue grips for the AKs or ARs, whichever you like. But I love it. I have it right on this. I'm putting it on that. I haven't shot that AK too much, but I will. You know, it's expensive to shoot. I got the shotgun out here. Man, this video is going to be too long now. I didn't know it was going to be this long. Damn, 9 fucking minutes already. Christ almighty. A lot of people get confused. They come in the gun shop and, you know, they're like, I want something for home protection. They don't have no idea what they want. I usually recommend the shotgun to them, and it's like they don't want to hear that. They want to buy a handgun. I said, that's fine. You know, you need to train and practice with a handgun. You know, shoot at least a couple times a month. So if you're going to use it for self-defense, and you might have to use it against a human being someday coming in your house, you need to practice, because even fine-trained, seasoned shooters under stress become, you know, guns 101. You know, it's just the way it is. So practice is going to give you some kind of an advantage. Then could you imagine if someone broke in your house and you had to use a gun and you never shoot? Jesus, that would be a disaster. What I like about the shotgun is it's like 10 guns in one. It shoots all different kinds of loads for all different kinds of situations. It's good for a small house. It's good for a big house. It's good for, you know, outside. It's good for shit hit the fan. It's good for long distances. I mean, you can do everything with it if you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? I mostly use birdshot. I've been buying this lately from Winchester, this military grade buckshot. This is really good stuff. My Benelli M4 loves this. I might make this like the 2 last devastating rounds. I put birdshot in first, and you know, a lot of people do that. Some guys just say screw that nonsense, especially guys that are very experienced in tactical training and they have schools and stuff. They just go double up buck straight on through. And okay, you know, you can't argue with them guys because they see this stuff more than we do, and they do it over and over and over again, so they know it works. Well, a lot of guys do custom loads, like they'll put the buckshot in first, then they'll put a couple rounds of birdshot in last, which means the birdshot will feed first, and if that don't do the job, the buckshot will definitely do the job. Now that's, you know, all fine, but when someone's running at you, them steps that you think are going to happen are not going to happen, because the person running at you is going to be at you within a split second. So that's why I agree, as time goes on, you know, you start finding out things and you start changing what you're saying. Because like I said, we're YouTube guys. We're not trained professionals. I agree with the trainers that say just use double up buck, because if the threat's running at you, you need stopping power, and that's what that is. Okay. So, all right, how do you keep your shotgun ready? You know, when you're laying in bed, you got it up against the wall, you know, and you're going to sleep, whatever. It's next to you. How do you set it up? There's a couple different ways of doing it. Some people go fill up the tube, put one in the chamber, and put the safety on. That's good, because all you got to do, you got to remember, the most important thing you have to think about is when you're in the moment, how freaked out you're going to be. So you gotta cut down steps as much as you can, but make it the safest way possible at the same time. Because, you know, it's all about that, because the aftermath is going to be horrible. So we don't ever want this to happen, you know, but if it does, at least we're ready. So a lot of guys, what they'll do, say this is a Mossberg 590A1, it's a very high quality shotgun. Okay, they'll drop one in the chamber, okay, and rack it forward, put one in the chamber like that. Damn, what the hell? This fucking Parkerized shit, damn man, it scratches so easy. And they'll flip it upside down, and then they'll start loading. Load, 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 load. And that's it, they're ready to go, okay? Get the frig out of there. So, and then it's ready. Turn it back over, put the safety on. So now, you hear a big bang, boom! Dogs are barking, someone's in your house. All I have to do is put the switch on, and I'm ready to go. Okay? Now, if that makes you nervous because you think you might have a negligent discharge because you're nervous, I don't know how you would. You're not supposed to have your finger in here. You know, your finger should be here at all times. But I understand, if you're up 3 in the morning, you're all confused and fucked up, you do stupid shit. You know, I can't even function in the morning. I can't even talk right until I'm up for an hour. So that does definitely come into play. Let's get the camera here. So here's another way of doing it. Working a double action, I work with police officers, and I'm learning a lot from them guys. And they have a setup called Cruiser Ready, they call it. See, the problem with the shotgun is, if you just load the tube and you keep the chamber empty, I can't pump it, okay, even when it's on red. So in case you don't know about shotguns, even though the safety's off, I can't pump it. What I have to do is I have to push this switch in very hard, and then it allows the forend to pump. Now, under stress, you might that might really screw you up. Okay, so how can I make it so I can just pump it, and this way there's not one in the chamber. I have a chance to think for a second, but all I have to do is pump it. Well, this is how you do that. First things first, make sure the gun is completely empty. Make sure you see that follower in there. And then put your finger in there. Usually I don't do that, but I think that's overdoing it. But if it makes you feel better, put your finger in there, make sure you feel that follower, and it's not a shell, and it's a follower. Okay, next thing you're going to do is you're going to push the button, the slide release I call it, for the fore end. Push it in, pump it, make sure there's nothing in there, pump it forward. Now what I'm going to do is pull the trigger. Okay, now I flip it over, load up my mag. In this one case, this will take 7. Load up 7 rounds, flip it back over, and now it's ready. If someone comes in, as you can see, I don't have to press anything to pump it now. If someone came in, they will hear the shotgun rack, which a lot of people think that makes people run away. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Don't depend on that. But it gives you a chance to think, and you don't have to think about buttons. So I hear a noise, bang. Okay, get up, grab my shotgun. It's ready to go. I don't have to push that button in. The reason why I don't have to push that button in is because I pulled the trigger. So again, make sure the loading tube's empty. Make sure the chamber is empty. Move the bolt forward. Pull the trigger. Flip it back over. Then load it. Don't load it first, then do it. Make sure the gun is empty. Pull the trigger, then load it. Flip it back around, and it's ready to go. Safety should be off. You want it on red. Now that is called cruiser ready. It's ready. Now a lot of guys will say something like this. Well, if you lean it up against the wall and the trigger's pulled, won't this float down? No, it won't. Not with this particular gun. If you have a gun that has a real buttery, smooth action like an 870, and you put it up against the wall, this might slide down on you. I highly doubt it though, because when it comes down, it hits right here. There's a little resistance. It's not gonna let it come all the way down. Okay, the Mossbergs have a stiffer action than the Remington 870s. So if you want to set it up, like I said, cruiser ready, empty tube, empty chamber, push it forward, pull the trigger, flip it over, load your tube, safety off, it's ready to go. You lean it up against the wall, and there is no way that slide is going to slide down. Not with this gun. So this is a great gun to set up like that. So I figure, we were talking about that at the shop, and I'm like, you know what? Most gun guys know this stuff, but there's a lot of new people that watch the channel probably don't even know about this. So I think it'll be very helpful to you. So it's helpful to me because that's how I'm set up now. I do it, tube load it, nothing in the chamber, the trigger's already pulled, and I have it so if I have to get up, I can rack it without pushing up that slide release. It's awesome. It's a great system. So I like it. That's the way I've been doing it. You lose a round, but who gives a shit? Especially when you got an extended tube like this. This thing holds, I forget, 7 or 8 rounds. It holds a lot. And that's it. Little tip, just giving you guys an update. Hope the video, you learned something from it. Anything I learn from anywhere, I always transfer to you guys. And hope you appreciate it. Anyway, I know most of you do. Probably going to be doing another video in a couple days. You're going to see another through night TN12 light, which is my favorite light that they make, and we're going to compare it to a stream light, which I have, and just do comparisons. Not saying that the through night is a tougher light than the stream light. We know the stream light and the Surefires, they're built like tanks, but we're just going to do like a brightness comparison and just a function comparison, and for the money that they are, man, you can't beat them. And I will be giving it away to a subscriber that I'm going to pick. And every time I get one, I'm going to give it away. It's my way of giving back and showing my appreciation. Alright guys, hope you liked the video anyway. Got to get to work. I'll talk to you soon.